Hello everyone, it's Pete again from the Purple House. I just had a bit of trouble. Told me to rotate my phone and it wasn't on automatic rotate. But here we are. It's Monday evening, 7 o'clock at the Purple House at 4th in Tasmania. And tonight I would just like to bring to people's attention again the importance or the value of the Ultimate Vitality Boost pack. It's one of our main set of products. We've put it together because it assists pretty well everyone. It's good for digestive issues, skin issues, mental health issues, emotional issues, and I'll explain the reason why. It has beet flow in it, supplement to help get the bile flow going. And I had a client today explaining the mechanism of digestion that when she understood it, she realised why she was having so much trouble with her digestive issue. The stomach is one of the most acidic places on earth. It produces hydrochloric acid. Now, back a few years ago, Grada and I watched a TV series called Breaking Bad. It was in the drug scene and there were murders and whatever, and they used hydrochloric acid in plastic tubs to dissolve bodies when they got rid of bodies. I know it sounds pretty gruesome. It's not a health topic, but it explains how our bodies utilise hydrochloric acid. Now our stomach, the parietal cells in our stomach produce it, and it's to digest or break down body parts. We throw big lumps of meat down into our stomachs and it dissolves it. But the stomach is the only part of our body that can withstand that hydrochloric acid. The small bowel likes to be neutral pH. Now, other parts of the body, they start burning. They start being dissolved if that hydrochloric acid gets to them. People with reflux will tell you it really burns when that acid comes back up through into the esophagus. We often don't feel when the small bowel starts getting burnt. But when the stomach lets out a tiny little bit of food at a time, the sphincter at the bottom of the stomach opens, and at the same time the gallbladder gives an almighty squeeze of concentrated bile, and that bile is caustic or alkaline. It's a pH of about 9, and the stomach contents during mealtime get down to a pH between 1 and 2. Very, very acidic. Now, if that bile flow doesn't happen, the stomach contents remain to acid, or they remain acid, which is hydrochloric acid, and it starts eating away more body parts, which is inside of your intestines if you don't have that good gush of bile happening. Plus it kills off all the good gut bacteria, all the probiotics or the good beneficial bacteria that are in your gut. But it's one of the major causes of IBS and inflammatory bowel disorder, which includes Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, and the beet flow gets the bile flow happening properly. It's got a couple of things in, taurine and nitric acid from the beet, that opens up all the little biliary ducts in your liver so the bile will flow properly. Now, that helps digestion immensely and settles the intestines, the discomfort in the abdomen down. It also gets rid of skin issues with that bile flow going, because if the bile hasn't been flowing for a while, the toxins build up under the skin and it causes the skin to become unwell or diseased. It causes the cell, the environment that the cells live in, it becomes toxic, because the body in its wisdom puts all the toxins as far away from the vital organs as possible that it can't get rid of. And the liver is the one that is meant to be getting rid of those toxins. It also helps mental health, because I don't know if you've heard of the saying, oh, he's got some shit on the liver. And to get rid of that stuff on the liver, anger issues, it may be because the liver isn't getting rid of that toxic rubbish that we get angry. But it does. Those two issues they are connected to one another. And mental issues, it helps because it gets rid of the toxins, firstly. We've had people with low mental energy, depression, anxiety, and they start eating more fats because the brain is a bag of fat, really. You take the water out of it and it's 70% fat. And they can start eating a lot more fats, but we need that bile to digest them properly. And when they start digesting their fats properly and giving their brain a good energy source, then their mental health is improved dramatically. So that's beet flow. Omnizyme is the next supplement in that Ultimate Vitality Boost Pack. Enzymes are deficient in most of the foods we eat, particularly if we cook them. They are devoid of enzymes to help break them down. And our pancreas is the organ that produces enzymes, but after about age 28, 30, it starts its decline. And it's really important to keep our liver as healthy, our pancreas as healthy as it can, because pancreatic enzymes prevent cells from turning cancerous. And if we can assist our digestion by giving ourselves extra enzymes at mealtime, we'll assist our pancreas to work less. Plus, our pancreas doesn't produce the enzymes to break down vegetables. So it's good to get the goodies out of all your vegetables by having an enzyme mix. And enzymes were the things that turned my life around. I had allergies to foods. They used to want to come back up. They didn't want to be digested well at all. And I was introduced to enzymes from a vet. Mind you, he used to treat the animals that were brought to him with enzymes, and he suggested people take them too, and I started taking them. My life was turned around. I could go out and eat again, and it made a heck of a lot of difference. Now, I mentioned if the bile's not flowing, it breaks down or kills off all the good gut bacteria. That's an extremely important part of our being human, is our good gut bacteria. 90% of our serotonin is produced there, so that gives really good mental health as well. 85%, I think it is, of our immune system belongs to the good gut bacteria. So keeping ourselves well and happy through taking good intestinal bacteria every day, and if our bile's flowing properly, they won't be killed off. But we do tend to kill them off just by living. So I recommend everyone, even if we're healthy, to take either a probiotic or a fermented food every day. And the last item in the Ultimate Vitality Boost Pack is iodine. I on the elemental chart. and I am the most important person in the world, in the room. We should think that I am the most important person in the room, and I is for iodine. And in Tasmania particularly, but all over Australia, we are iodine deficient. The Tasmanian Health, in the Tasmanian Health website, it has an article saying that every Tasmanian should take iodine. And so we promote that as well. So the thyroid has adequate iodine, but it also goes a long way in warding off other baddies, because it can kill anything and everything. And I implore you to download the Ultimate Vitality Boost booklet from our website. It's a free booklet, and have a read of that. That explains it even better. I've had people who've gone on it, clients who have gone on the Ultimate Vitality Boost pack from years and years. One guy had a 9-year history of really bad problems with his bowel, and he came back after 3 weeks after being on the UVB, as we call it, and he said, "I think I'm cured." He'd been looking for answers for 9 years, spent thousands of dollars, and 3 weeks later he was much improved. He had to spend hours of his time on the toilet prior to that, but he was able to work, play games, golf, and really his life was turned around after starting the UVB. Other people, we can reel off heaps of people. One person was covered in an eczema type rash, and I think it was about 2 months his skin was clear, and it helps pretty well everyone. So that's why we put it in a discounted pack, those 4 things. So have a read of the brochure below. When I'll pin it down below so you can download it for free and have a good read. And if you're suffering with any sort of illness, often it boils down to the digestion not happening properly, because our digestive system breaks the food down, or it needs to break it down to the smallest possible particles so our bodies get the building blocks for new cells. We almost have a complete new body in about 12 months, and we need all the building blocks we need for those new cells to become good cells so they work properly. So if you start giving yourself the things you need, the body the things it needs to make good cells, the UVB will do that for you, and it will give you a lot more energy throughout the day. It'll give you, your symptoms of disease will start disappearing, particularly if you also start getting most of your energy out of fats. But have a read down below. Download the UVB free ebook, and if it rings true to you, give us a ring. We're open Monday to Thursday, 9:30 to 5. So you can give us a ring, or we can send it to you. You can order it online. But it is one of those things that adds value to life to you. You can come and book in for an appointment. I have diagnostic sessions where I look at people's blood and run some urine numbers, and I can tell if your digestion's not working properly just by the look of your red blood cells. And some of the urine numbers will confirm that. And yeah, your issues aren't in your head, as some people might think they are. They're just that your body needs a little bit of a hand. So why not give it so you can have good, happy, healthy bodies? Hope you've enjoyed this, but click the link below and download the booklet and have a bit more of a read. It's got some testimonials and other things that will excite you to start taking it so that your life will improve dramatically. I promise it will. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully Grada will be up to joining me next week. She's had a bit of a cough and cold, but hopefully she'll be on deck next week. See you next Monday. Have a good week. Bye.